Well, I mean, arguably, you might not even be alive. I mean, there's that as well. I mean, that's
True.
certainly something that we see people that have that weight certainly die a lot younger than otherwise. So you're 320-ish right now. What do you have a continued goal? What's your plan? How much? And by the way, you said you eating this 2,200, 2,600 calories a day. What are you eating now? And in terms of calories from meat, or if you track that, what is that like? How's it been different for you? And where are you headed with weight? Are you happy where you're at, or what's the goal?
So my goal, where I will reevaluate, not my diet plan. I'll be a carnivore for the rest of my life. Um, but where I will reevaluate where I want to go, that number is 275. And when I hit that number, I also know that right now I probably have 35 to 45 pounds of skin that can be removed. So calculating all of that, if it's 40 pounds, that puts me at 235 once I have all that removed, if I choose to do so. So 275 is the goal. As far as calorie wise, I have mostly every day, this is my normal diet, a 1 pound New York strip and a 12-ounce slab of salmon. So the strip is about 1,000 calories, depends on how much I trim off the fat. So 900 to 1,000 calories. The fish is 720 calories. If I add anything on top of that, I might have pork rinds, 160 calories a bag. I'll mix up tartar sauce with some, mayonnaise and relish. Again, I know it's not carnivore, but it makes it sustainable for me, which is the key. So I'll have that and some ketchup, maybe some sugar-free barbecue sauce, that type of thing. So I'm sitting anywhere from about 1,900 calories to 21, 22. So I've been staying average right at 2,000 calories, and I've been full, feel good. I do have coffee throughout the day, so I have cream and stuff in there, and I try to allow myself some calories there as well. So but that's where I'm staying mostly.
Yeah, somebody's asking, and you mentioned this earlier. You saw that you had expressed fairly low levels of I guess total testosterone,
Mhm.
and was that addressed? Did you go on hormone replacement therapy? Is it still part of something you're doing? Tell us a little bit more about that.
Sure. So in my late 20s, I'm 45 now. Late 20s, I started on a topical testosterone, Testim and Androgel. And at one point, I was up to taking 6 pumps of that a day, which is 3 times the normal amount for most people. Um, Even with that, I didn't lose any weight at all. So there was a time when I paid to have human growth hormone. And when I was taking injectable testosterone, 200 milligrams a week, and an injectable, of course, human growth hormone at I think it was 2.1 IUs a day, that really helped, and I was able to lose weight then. However, the human growth hormone was like $90 a day. So, but my insurance, they wouldn't pay for it. Um, and they still won't pay for it. Right now, I see a doctor here locally, and every 6 months or so, he gives me a pellet injection. So I take, I think right now I'm taking 17 or 18 pellets, which is enormous, but that's in order to get my testosterone levels up to where I can actually tell a difference. So the carnivore diet works really well, and it has worked really well. It's always better when I have the testosterone levels higher. So, for me and my body, I had to get that hormone level correct as well. But when I added, the intermittent fasting and the carnivore diet into it, things took off enormously. So that's where I am with that.
I mean, at 500 pounds, did you have, I can't imagine you didn't have issues with insulin or glucose, were you pre-diabetic, diabetic, any of those things? Were any of those things going on that you know of or checked, or did you check insulin levels or any of those types of things?
Yeah. So whenever I would go to the doctor during my late 20s and throughout my 30s, blood sugar level was always good. I didn't start to have a rise in blood sugar level, I think, until I hit, I think I was 40, maybe 41. So maybe about 4 years ago. And I was still, again, I was still very, very heavy. So it took a long time, I guess, for my body to really have any type of reaction to that. I would say it's because I never ate a whole lot of sugar except for Christmas time, and you'd have your cookies and your cakes then. But I never ate a lot of refined sugar even during that time. But the amount that I had to be doing something with insulin, but it never really showed up.
How does, you mentioned your wife, how does she deal with, or is she accepting of this carnivore diet? I mean, some people have pushback from families where they think it's kind of crazy and nutty. What's been the reception within your own family?
Well, she got me started on it. So she does it. She does it as well. She's lost, I think, 75 pounds since being on carnivore, and so yeah, she accepts it very well. We are always a little bit leery when people ask us what we're doing, because carnivore diet isn't, real well known with people. And then when you tell them we don't eat any vegetables, it's, oh my goodness, how can you not eat any vegetables? Do you go to the bathroom? It's like, oh, yes, of course we go to the bathroom. We're not like superhumans that don't need to. So when we talk about it to other people, I know my wife tends to use the term Atkins or zero carb. A lot of people understand that, and then that's met with, I guess, less resistance. I always say I only eat meat. I'm a carnivore. And they say, what is that? And I tell them I enjoy a 1 pound steak and a big slab of salmon every single day, and it's the best thing that you can eat. I grill it, throw it in the cast iron skillet, some sugar-free barbecue sauce at 135 degrees, and it's the best thing you ever eat, and I get to eat it every single day. And so I work it up quite a bit, and but my wife is very accepting of it. My daughter, she accepts it because she's seen the results, but she loves to cook, and so she doesn't do it with us. I mean, she still loves to cook, and so she makes her own food, and we make our own food. But yeah, other than that, the people I've told has been very, very responsive to it. They're just shocked that we don't eat anything else except for meat.